Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. Well, welcome to European Town Saturday. And I knew I was going to cough right off the bat. Oh yeah. Are we having fun today? So welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. Every Saturday we've been working on European Town, and we'll continue to do so if we can. There may be some hitches in the get along, but maybe not. We'll just keep stitching. Yesterday, oh my goodness, what a day. So I started out about 10 o'clock maybe. I wasn't in a real hurry. I loaded up all the laundry, got it in the car, and off Molly and I went. I had to go to get the bank to pay the rent and get some extra money to do the laundry. And then we went and did that. I stopped off at the post office because I had to check on some things. And then we went down towards the laundromat. And I thought, you know, I could just get Molly's toenails trimmed while I was at it. And we're way off bat, aren't we? Hang on. And, yeah. So I took her in there and we got all that done. Then I went and I put the laundry in. And I had 3 loads because I had to wash a blanket in between there. So I thought I started all 3 of the washing machines. Went out, sat my allotted 20 minutes. That's what it takes for the load to run. Go back in to get the laundry, and one hadn't even started yet. Yeah. So I started it and put the other stuff in the dryer, and God, got that all done. Then I had to run to the grocery store for something. I can't remember what it... Oh, then I decided, well, Molly and I, you know, we've had such a long morning. And, what the heck? Long morning that, we'll, treat ourselves to chicken while I'm driving. And I got to the grocery store first. I thought, well, it was about noontime. Thought maybe they might have chicken. So I ran in. Of course, they didn't have any fried chicken, because, you know, people had been buying. By now, it's like 12:30, right? So I ended up buying 2 rotisserie chickens and the stuff to make my wild rice and chicken soup with mushrooms. Yeah. And in my brain, I keep hearing, beef bouillon, beef bouillon, beef bouillon. You need beef bouillon. I'm like, okay. No, probably not. And didn't even think about it. So we got home, did a few things around the house, and about 3 o'clock I decided, 3:30, 4 o'clock, I decided I was going to make the soup. The chicken's already ready. We had like a leg and a thigh between Molly and I, you know, off that chicken, because I knew I'd have plenty of chicken. And just make a light lunch of it, you know. Oh, God. So, I went to go make the soup. And guess what I was out of? Not beef bouillon. It was really off. Karma was off yesterday. I needed chicken bouillon. I had an entire container of beef bouillon. So, off I ran to the grocery store again. Oh, God. I'm telling you, that's the way the day was. Didn't get a nap because I decided I was going to start in there in between, like before I decided to cook the soup. I was going to start Moulin Rouge. So I figure out how big it is and blah, 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 and all that good garbage. And I start on one corner. Oh, you would not believe it. Okay, so in this corner, we'll say it's the other corner, but we'll do it right here. So it's got like a motif, and then it has like a line to separate it, you know, that little motif out. This motif over here is comprised of nothing but backstitch. Now I'm on 28 count, and you know how well that went with, what is that? Inspiration. I was like, oh my God, I didn't look at this pattern, you know, really close. And there's no close-up picture. I went to Long Dogs. You could not even tell that's what that was because it doesn't come up any closer. So I got the motif done, and then I started in on that back stitching, which is horribly hard to count on. I don't know how people do it on linen. Okay, so I'll turn it around. I'll start at the top right-hand corner of the thing, right? Well, it was a flower that it was like 3 stitches down, 3 stitches over, skip 1, stitch 3 over. Yeah, it was like, looked like a hopscotch. Not hopscotch, but like a checkerboard. And I was like, no, my brain can't handle this, so I put it away. I was like, nope, can't do this. So I got out scarlet ribbons, and I don't remember which side I started on. I think I started on the top right of that one. I'm not sure. Maybe the lower left. I have no idea. Because at this point I'm confused. So I finally went to bed at 11 o'clock after fighting all that and the other one as well. Just, you know, trying to get my brain together. So I went to bed at 11 o'clock. I woke up at 1 o'clock. I woke up at 2 o'clock. I woke up at 3:30. I woke up at 4 o'clock. What the heck? By 4:15, I said, I'm done. I'm just done, right? So I get up, and I was sitting there, you know, waking up, having some coffee, looking at this, looking at that on YouTube. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about Moulin Rouge. Well, it does have a 4th corner. You know, it's like, okay. So I get it out, and I decide I can start in the top right-hand corner. Yeah. So that's where we're at. The top right-hand corner, which, you know, I only start, well, except for this is like the exception to the rule. My pre-stamps in the top right-hand corner, and trying to stitch, you know, it just seemed backwards for some reason. I don't know, I can pick this up and just stitch, stitch, stitch. But when it's counted, I don't know, I always start, seems like, in the lower left-hand corner and work my way up. That's the way I did Louisa Cullimore. So, yeah. Are we having fun? Okay, you're just gonna... Nope, go this way, please. There we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Oh, and yesterday I decided I was gonna make the video for today on the camera. Well, yeah, it'll screw into this thing, but it won't turn like 360 so that I could get it the way I wanted it. So, yeah, something has to be done. I'm not sure what that something is. So I ended up having it on the tripod over my, like, pretty much in front of me. Oh, yeah, it was horrible. So we won't be doing that again. And I was not real pleased with the quality. So I don't know. That was kind of a wash, if you will. So we'll just save it for outdoor stuff. You know, because shooting straight on, it's fine. But, yeah. Especially, you know, when I'm out in the woods and all that, or out doing a, you know, like a stitch with me out in nature, you know. But, yeah, for close-up stuff, oh, God. It just does not. Well, with what I've got, let me put it that way. With what I've got, it's not going to work. Oh, goodness, yeah. So we're still fighting this a week later, right? It'll be fine. We're fine. I can use my phone. The phone has great film quality, or videoing, and picture-taking quality. So, yeah, we're good. And the day I went out in the woods, I didn't take my tripod and the regular camcorder, because that was a little much to ask for me walking, chewing gum, and carrying the camera and the tripod in the snow. No, that was not going to happen. There was a big old hill there, you know, by that bridge, and I'm like, nope. No, because I'll fall down. Nobody will know I'm here, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, I forgot my deal. I thought there was something wrong with that picture. Oh, I need it. I need it. I need it. Jeez. Yeah, so we're slowly and gradually getting to it, but are getting things taken care of, shall I say. I ordered my granddaughter some puzzles yesterday on Amazon for her birthday, because she's decided she wants to do puzzles because Mommy's doing puzzles, see? Not Grandma, Mommy. And she can't handle 200, 200 pieces, so I had to look for 100 pieces, but I got that ordered. And there were 4 in there, so I figured that'd keep her hot and busy for a while. So, she's learning, though, of what goes where and that kind of thing. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, I was a little wore out yesterday. At least I thought I was. Evidently not enough to sleep all night. I guess I should have taken a hot shower or something to relax my body. So, yeah. Fun times. But I think I'll continue stitching on Moulin Rouge and see how much of it I can get done this weekend. I don't know if I will or won't, or, you know. It'll just depend. But I have to keep taking breaks. But I was stitching by 5:15 this morning. Yeah, that's how weird it was. Because I usually don't stitch in the morning. Especially after I just get up, so who knows. We all change, right? I'm trying. Gotta get a hold of this massive part over here. So, yeah, I'm liking it now that I'm away from that horrible corner. Oh, my goodness. I looked at that and went, oh, crap. I can't do... I can do that. No, I can't. So we'll settle that months from now. You know, maybe I'll be better at it. It's very hard to stitch on even weave or linen, for me, I mean, doing a back stitch, because you have to go over 2 threads, and it just doesn't work in my brain. And I think I've talked myself into getting, speaking of counted cross stitch, getting a darker blue. I'm going to save that blue. That, oh, what do you call it? Blendable. But I'm going to get a darker blue. Oh, that's not the blendable. Hang on. See, I can't even tell it until I get it out. But it needs to be like a shade darker for that to all show up. So we won't be starting castle walls anytime soon. I don't know. I like the blue fabric though. It's really pretty. And hopefully it's easy to stitch on. I have a problem with dark colors, and I have tried every trick. You know, putting the light underneath me, and I'm sitting here stitching with the light pad underneath it. It just doesn't compute. So that's why you never see me stitching on black, because it's just impossible for my eyesight. So I tend to get lighter colors, you know, like a medium range. That I can handle. And I have not tried, in all fairness, I think it's called chalkboard, that a lot of them use instead of black. It's kind of got a gray tone to it. So that might not be too bad. Yeah, I've got a couple patterns that I'd like to use. I got a beautiful pattern, God, what was it, 4 years ago? And you'll know by the name how extensive and horrible it was. It was a cooler design. You know, it was like jumping off in the deep part of the pool, because it's got half cross stitches, 3/4 cross stitches, quarter cross stitches. It's just insane. It'd be like doing, what is her name? Is it Jeanette McDonald? No, no, not Jeannie, you know who I'm talking. Jeannie, I can't think. Yeah, she's another one famous for do this fancy stitch, do that fancy stitch. Yeah, no. Laura's like, nope, ain't happening, lady. Yeah, I'll just frame your pattern because this girl will never get that done. Yeah, there's gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. But this one had a Chinese design, of course. So it's like a frame of a window. So it's got this big part in its black background, and you're supposed to use black fabric, and it's got a crane and the water, and then it's got this thing going up. It looks like a shelf on one side that, you know, like panes of glass are separated, and then it's got some kind of doodaddy in the middle. No, absolutely no. Can't work on it. Yeah, no. Yeah. So, maybe some other time. And then I have these gorgeous fish. I think it's a cooler design too. I think it's called Fish Pond or something. It's got koi. And they're running, it may not be them. What is the other one? Oh, I can't think of that other lady. The fish are in the middle, and then it's like in a square. It's not very big. And there are all kinds of long stitches, long pieces of thread, like you would stitch from here to there. Yeah. And then in between all that, it's got about 5 different colors of beads. No, ain't happening. Yeah, we'll just frame that one too. And, you know, if you ever come to my house and you wonder why all these things are framed, those are the ones that I just cannot do. Yeah. So, what can I say? Some days, yes. But, nope. My problem is I fall in love with how the picture looks. I get it here, and then there's always something that's just way above my skill level going, oh crap, I never even thought it. Why would they do that? Yeah, no. I wouldn't mind the one with the beads so much, but it's hell to get to. Yeah, no. I have a beautiful piece of green fabric that I got for it. Yeah, it was gorgeous. Probably the called for, but nope. And I got it from 123 Stitch. See, this is half the problem. You know, ordering crap online, stuff, you know. I need to drink coffee. Ordering stuff online, I'm not hands-on to see what's involved. Because if I had seen any of those patterns that I mentioned, yeah, I would have walked away. But no, I keep getting terrorized by them being on somebody else's channel or being, you know, at 123 Stitch. I mean, I could have 40 patterns in there before I know it. But what do they look like in person? And not having any kind of, what do you call it? Local needlework shop. I got nothing. I get to see nothing. I have to order it all online. So, yeah. And about this most straightforward store I've ever seen is Hands Across the Sea. You know, she goes pretty much in depth. But they just seem to be constructed simpler. I don't know. And I was watching, I think it's Needlebug on YouTube. And she was teaching everybody how to do, what is that stuff? Now, I want to say wainscoting. That is so not it. What is it called? Well, you use white. And you cut the holes, you know. Kind of like lace, but that's not the word either. Hardanger. No, is that the word? You know what I mean. Please tell me what I mean. Yeah, I followed her the first two or three of them, and it was like, hey, no. It's like, now I got to cut that fabric, and I just fought my way through this. Oh my God, no. Yeah, but see, that would be something where somebody had to be in the room. You know, if I could take a class, I'd be fine. But yeah, no. It's beautiful. Hardanger? No. Isn't that the name of the fabric? What is that stuff called? If you know what that's called, and you know what I'm talking about, are you reading my brain that's got something in a file somewhere that I can't think? I want to say Wedgwood too. No, that's not it. Yeah. Because it looks interesting. And I can do the satin stitches, you know. But that cutting part, it just terrifies me. Yeah. I also thought, this is the crazy woman that thought that she was going to do, I think it's called cathedral windows in quilting. If you know what I'm talking about, and you you sew around the square, and then you cut very carefully. Okay, you stitch it together like two pieces of fabric, and after you get the whole thing together, then you cut the thing into force, and then you applique it down so that it has like a sash on a window going on the top and the bottom. No. I had a piece done about that big. I think you do it by the square. I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, no. That terrified me and sent me running back to regular quilting. But I liked the way it looked, you know. It gets me every time. And gets me into deep, deep water. But it's another case of I had nobody there to show me, you know, how to do it properly, shall we say. So, yeah. Nope. a little bit of a nightmare there. So I try to teach myself these things. And I think I even had a book. There was a woman, I want to say her first name was Georgia. And she did all kinds of fancy quilting and, you know, and everything. And I had this book from like 1975 that I was using. Not that that was a bad thing, because, I mean, the technique's the same no matter where, you know, or what time period you're in. But yeah, no, couldn't do it. It terrified me every time I had to cut those things into force. So, yeah. I don't know. But we don't quilt anymore, so that little trauma is past. I want to say Georgia Bondsteel. Am I right? Does anybody know? But, yeah, she was she was a big deal. She was kind of like, oh my Lord, quilting a day lady. You know, for her time period. So, yeah. Long time ago. Far, far away. And 40 lifetimes ago. Here we are. We're cross-stitching. Yeah. And I'm still trying new things. You know, there's some things that I just can't go there. Or I can't understand the instructions. That's why I quit knitting. Anything other than straight knitting. I mean, I could knit, you know, knit one, purl one, knit two, you know, a pattern. But, God, no. When it came to decreasing and increasing and, yep, you lost me around the corner. Let's just go knit some slippers. I'm telling you. Well, today's going to be kind of a long video. But it's nice to just sit and stitch. And my person for the day is, I think it's Malaquita. I'll put her name down there. Malaquita Stitches. I don't know. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. I think she's from Scotland. And she does stitch with me's. And she also has some tutorial type stuff. But go check her out. I will put her name in the description box below. So you can go check her out. But she's a very nice, sweet lady. And she did a stitch with me. She's working on a picture. I think it's 155 by 85 centimeters. Something around there. But it's the picture of the house with the pink, like, cherry blossom trees. And then it's got a little pond thing going. But it's like one of those long, yeah. She is another brave soul that starts these big things. But she's actually stitching on hers. Yeah. Hey, we're stitching on European Town. You're just lucky. Because I try not to think about that material that's all rolled up there. I just stitch on what is in front of me. And I forgot my stupid thing. So, yeah, go check her out. Highly recommend her. But she did a stitch with me this morning, and she did it in complete silence. I don't know how to shut up that long. I could not sit there for 45 minutes and stitch and not talk. Yeah. No. But it was quite calming and quite relaxing. Thank you so much. So I did that for 45 minutes or however long the video was. This morning I lapsed into a coma about 8 o'clock and thought I was going to lay down. I laid down for an hour. Could I sleep? Nope. Nope. Couldn't happen. But I was tired. So now we're drinking more coffee. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be about it for today. Let's just put you right there. Yep, we got all that green done. Oh, let me back you out. I'm sorry. There we go. So the grass is coming. I was going to do this orange, but it's white. And I really didn't feel like stitching with white. So we'll just continue on with the grass. We're working our way down. I am so thankful that this thing is a partial. I love it. Well, thank you for joining me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.